Okay, today we are starting off here at the unfinished pathway of the village and this bridge. And what we're going to do is actually build the inside of this. It's not going to be anything special, mostly just, there's not a lot of room, it's just going to be mostly a staircase. So I'll get into that. Okay, so I have made a bit of progress. I raised the ground up by 1 and just moved some of the stone up a little bit, and just so that it blends into the environment a little bit better, because before it kind of just dropped down here, so then it just didn't make a lot of sense how quickly it transitioned and sloped down. So now I've moved it up a block and I've put inside a staircase. I will replace these torches with probably soul lanterns, just a bit of, like, I don't know, ambient magical light sort of thing. And then this staircase I added in as well. I might have a pillar kind of start here and go up the middle, maybe out of fence posts. But actually what I wanted to do was replace these here with stone bricks. If I can. Just like that. And then the fence gates in there like that. And then I shall go outside. I'll just do one side for now. And that's why I need the fence post going up the middle. Okay, I'll just do this last window. And then I'll go and have a look at what we've got. See, the stone adds just a little bit more variation in the color. I quite like it. I think I'm going to do that on every side now. Okay, there we go. See how that looks. Yeah, just more variation. That's because it fits with the theme of the bottom half of the build. I think it looked very much like two segments, whereas now they kind of have similar blocks to each other, the top and the bottom. So now that I have this tower built up on the inside, I'm gonna start fixing up this path here. Make sure that this pathway and staircase kind of goes up a little bit nicer and connects up with that staircase, that pathway. And I'll fix this pathway to make it blend in eventually, brick to the stone. And then over here, I want to have a big kind of grand staircase, like a staircase going up and around like that. So I'll have to do a fair bit of work and relocate those horses, but because right now this is mostly just the remnants of the village. There was a farm here, and then this little horse stable up here is from the vanilla village that I tore down to live in. Well, before we get started on anything, this is all the bricks that I have, so I'm gonna have to go and get some clay so that I can actually build. So we have nearly 7 stacks of clay here on top of what is already cooking. So while that's smelting up, I think I'll use stone bricks for now. I guess I'll just lay down a blueprint. So I did go in a creative world and try to sort this out a little bit, just so that I wasn't like free-handing this, because it's the design I wanted. It actually took me ages in creative mode to work it out. So I'm glad I did it, because that would have been an absolute nightmare. For example, I built that all in the wrong spot. I'll grab a saddle actually, and I'll move these guys over somewhere else. Alright, I actually got leads instead. So I'm just gonna... No, do they not fit through there? Hopefully they don't die. Yeah, they're fine. Alright, so they'll just hang out there for a bit while I sort this out. I do want to build a horse stable in a farm. It is on the to-do list. Yes, again, I've made another mistake. I've built it all just half a block too high. A lot of people use Lightmatica, which kind of like you can import a stencil of a build into your world. I think I am too lazy for it. I don't know, it's just not really me. It doesn't feel like a vanilla experience. So we do have a bit of a problem with the mountain here, actually. I didn't expect to be able to do this without terraforming, so that's alright. You know, it's moments like this that I fully understand why people do use Lightmaker. Because I built the entire thing here off by one block. And that is very annoying, very frustrating, but we live. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some terraforming because I don't know what height I want this ground to be, because right now for these to be level, that is the base height, and it's like 3 blocks off the ground. Okay, so far I've got just over a stack of stone bricks, so it's not going to last us very long, but obviously this is very hard to look at right now because it's just brick and stone, so I'm going to go and get some granite and probably fill it in. I got to be careful here before I break my shovel. I have not the slightest clue right now whether I should have this as a flat ground around here or what to do. And I also don't know what I'm going to put in the middle here. There's a very large space for just, I don't know, anything. You know, it's a funny thing, this, having, for me personally, to have a YouTube channel. It kind of goes against my personality a little bit. I'm a bit of a introverted person. I keep to myself quite a bit. I'm not shy, but I'm not like outwardly confident, and it's strange. Like I'm not one who is very like talkative and like really like demands the attention of the room, and yet I'm here talking to whoever's watching, which right now honestly is just my girlfriend. I don't know, I'm really enjoying this. It's almost like a little outlet, and I'd hope that it's helping me improve on my speaking skills and just being like more confident in what I'm saying and my opinion. But this whole YouTube thing is I'm still very much getting the hang of it. I don't have a lot of energy in the videos I've made so far, and I don't plan on being like an overly energetic, cutting edits all the time, all that sort of stuff. I just feel like it's kind of just me and Minecraft sort of thing. I'm trying to be a bit more relatable, not a content creator. And that's the other thing with the production style that I take up. Like, there's so far I've not had like a consistent style. I change up what I do a little bit all the time, and with my editing and the creating the videos, and I think it'll come with time, like what I actually want to do with this channel. And another thing is like the style of content that I create, because like the last video I made, I built that tower, and I did not show the process of building it whatsoever. But then that very same video, I built this house that's just over this ridge here, and I pretty much showed every block being placed. Not quite, but you get my point. Like, I don't have a distinct style, and I'm just kind of doing what I'm feeling like doing. And I think that's kind of like the key to staying motivated and enjoying what I'm doing, because I'm not trying to force anything out. And then the other thing is me talking like this. Like, I don't think that I've done that previously, so it's a little bit interesting, and I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know. It's just something that's been on my mind. Like, I don't really know what I want out of this, and I guess we'll see together. Okay, so we have a minor problem. I have now run out of bricks. So I'm gonna go and have to collect more because I have this entire other side here. Well, I guess off I go. Never mind, I forgot my shovel. Off I go. That is a cool cave. Aqua Affinity would be amazing right now. I think I'm lost. Should be over this ridge here, but there it is. Beautiful stuff. I don't think I've actually shown the nether in any of my videos so far. So this is it. If you go that way, you find a fortress. It was also a basalt mine. And if you go this way, and you follow this single line path, you find another fortress, but also, well, that was very scary. You find over here another portal. It takes you underground. Now if I go up here, I have the most basic mob farm you can possibly get in the game while everything loads in. Ouch. See, I'm just gonna repair all my tools. Okay, so while our bricks are smelting up over there, we are going to get started on making this look a little bit nicer, less vanilla terrain. Alright, so this is what I got down right now. I think that this wall probably needs to be blended a bit more, like how this stone bricks transitions here into stone. I think it needs to just have a little bit more variation in it. Well, here it is. I like it, but I think that stone... Oh, where is that? Gee whiz. Oh, my days. My bad, didn't light this place up very well. But what I was saying was this stone part that's up here. I need to get rid of this. Do some proper terraforming to... I need to decide what I want to do with the castle, whether I want it to kind of sit on a mountain, like a cliff face, like stony, like that, or have the grass come up how it is. The decisions. For right now, I might just try to smooth this out a little bit and then put grass on top. How's that looking? That just made such a big improvement. Now I just probably want to go over here and get rid of this dirt here. Pretty sure that this is hollow. Okay, so there's the hollow part. I want to have a very slow transition upwards. Okay, there we go. A much more gradual, nicer transition there. I'm gonna have to probably fix this wall here. I think that right here needs to be a continuation of this cliff. I don't know. This terrain, it's so strange, like so hilly. It's very difficult to decide what I want to do. I think I just need to pick something and just run with it. I need to kind of transition this ground here up to this height here. Or maybe I can have a staircase come down this way, next to this one. I don't know. I think that's a question for another time. Let's see what this camera angle looks like. Yeah, that looks very cool. Now that that's flattened out, it looks so much more spacious. Just imagine a couple trees in there and maybe a building, and that's really quite cool. It has been raining so much. I'm not sure if it adds to the build or not. Overall, I'm very happy with what we've done today with this. Definitely need to add in a little bit more to it. I think that is a project for another day. And for now, I'm going to get into another build. The build that I've decided on is a bee sanctuary. So it's mostly just so that I can get honeycomb for candles as you can see, to do that I do need to adjust the terrain a little bit so that I have space to build this. Well, of course, because I'm making a bee sanctuary, I'm going to need some bees, so wish me luck. I've not seen a beehive yet in this world. You know, scrap what I said, because I think that I'm going to need more than one too. This may be a long time. Okay, we have our first one, and it's actually just coming night, which is perfect because that way I get the bees with it, because they go home and go to sleep at night, so it makes it just a little bit easier for me. Well, this is awkward. Hello? Just eyeing me off. There's quite a few of them in there. Oh well. I leave them alone, they leave me alone. Hopefully. Oh no, he is coming after me. Well, I have what I came for. Bye-bye. That is a trident. Give me some of that. Actually, that's gonna hurt. Good shot. Oh my days, that is half my health. Come here. No trident today. If I were a beehive, where would I be? Not a spruce biome. Do they spawn in birch forests? I do not know. Well, I give up for now. I'm just gonna have to stick with this one bee nest. Bro, are you good? Absolutely tweaking. I usually like to have an uneven number between pillars, like posts, just so that there's a central block. Makes it a lot easier to build. I want to have the base just be mostly oak. I'm going to try to stay away from using pillars, that sort of stuff. Just have it as the oak planks, and then probably that with a mix of stripped logs. Damn, this is why sometimes I don't show me actually building, because I change my mind way too much. I'm going to give this a base, a structural support sort of thing, made out of stone. Well, yeah, it looks like a wall. Need a few more details in before I get too excited. I think that this style of roof with the logs behind is a sort of roof that I've only ever seen Beta Low build. I take a lot of inspiration from him. I think he's one of the best builders in Minecraft. Okay, so I think I have a very good foundation up. I just need to flesh it out. This building is mostly just going to be storage for the honeycomb, and I actually am going to use a farm design by Tango Tech. It's a villager farm as well, so you get carrots or potatoes or crop you want out of it too. I have built this house really quite strangely. I've built it like backwards. I built the roof and then I'm building the walls. Okay, there we go. We have 3 walls done. Oh, not quite actually. Now we have 3 walls done, and now we just need to add in this sanctuary part. Okay, well there it is. That is the bare bones of our bee sanctuary. Get rid of the scaffolding. Oops. And that's very lovely. Now we just gotta actually make it practical. You know, I've just realized that I've picked the absolute worst spot for this, because you need to dig underground to put the redstone in, and one thing we know about redstone is that water is not the greatest thing for it, and water is the only thing underneath. Now, just pretending that the scaffolding are beehives, this is how it's going to work. These dispensers will have shears in them, and we've got observers here that will detect that the beehives are full of honey, and then we have a hopper underneath. Actually, I need to grab the redstone. So the redstone just goes on top like that. Underneath here, we have hoppers like this. The scaffolding is going to break here because it's going to be on top of the hopper. And then we put the chests in. Actually, I should have the hoppers all go into one chest. Now, if you thought that that was kind of annoying with the water, it's only going to get worse, as I'm going to put a heap of rails and stuff under here, so maybe I just skip that, but I don't know. Alright, now we got 2 sets of shears for each. That will be more than enough. I think I've decided on changing the stone for tough, just because the stone is such a, I don't know, stony texture. I have actually just gotten incredibly lucky. I just went and had some lunch. When I got back, I had the respawn menu. I forgot to close the game. So I was just sitting in here. I was slaughtered by a zombie. But when I got back, luckily it hadn't been long enough that I lost all my stuff. This water is killing me. Yeah, lucky it hadn't been long enough for my stuff to despawn, so still got everything. Got out of that one very, very luckily. This is going to be a absolute pain. Where'd the other bees go? Oh dear. Maybe they're in the hive. Oh, there's one. Or was that the one that was already in here? How did you escape? Oh, in the hive, out the hive. That would make sense. Surely? I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but there's a beehive and a bee nest, so we've only got one bee right now. Don't know where the rest of them are. We shall see if this works. I've kind of realized that in the last couple of clips I've been making a bit of a fool of myself, because for starters, that beehive was up here and it was backwards, so the bees only could come out on this side. To be fair, I didn't actually know that they were like directional. I have not actually ever built a bee farm or dealt with bees ever before, so it's always a first and a bit of a learning curve apparently. Our next beehive. Wonderful stuff. The only beehives we've found have been on birch trees, which I didn't even know that they spawned on birch trees. While I wait for it to become night, I'll look around for some more. So I've been thinking about it. I couldn't see any of the bees for a while, and I think that the reason why is because when I moved the beehive, they stung me. When bees lose their stingers, they die. And I've just realized that. That was so stupid of me. And there's another one. Another birch tree. And another one. They're everywhere here. I guess we're in the meadows. I think that's what this biome's called. Yeah, we're in meadows. What is that? That is wicked. I will be taking some of that. Oh, that is a man with a trident. That is not something I want to mess with. Hopefully it is nighttime enough. Okay, so before you get the full tour, here's the tree. This actually didn't take too long. It was pretty easy to throw together. I think getting the hang of it after that one just came to me pretty easy. But let's give a tour of the bee sanctuary. On the outside, very overgrown, just lots of greenery to get it suited. It's very simple. We just have the redstone that has been working while I built and actually profiting pretty well. That's quite a bit of honey, more than I'll probably ever need. But yeah, just very simple, nothing crazy. So that's about it. With that is all I've got time for today. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.